How's it going, Splat Crew? I'm Avery, and welcome back to Splatoon 3. Well then, I'm doing a stream on a hotter day today. I don't know why, just am. I don't know if that was a good idea though, but who knows. Yes, it is a bit hotter today, I will admit. Just another one of those heat waves. Am I going? Am I live? I better be live, I swear. Oh my god, is it actually? Oh yeah, I'm live. Okay. I'm going to get to my thumbnail. Change to ensure it's the right one. Yep, done. And then save it. And there we go, done. And yes, I'm using the exact same thumbnail I used the last stream. There is definitely a bit of an audio delay. I will admit there is a bit of an audio delay that I don't know why that's happening, but that's fine. Okay, so you might have noticed I'm using a different weapon today. The last video last stream I was using the NZAP. Didn't end so well. So today, hopefully I could do a bit better, but I'm using probably one of my favorite 3-hit shooters, the Tenatech Splatter Shot. It's not the greatest. Keep in mind it's a 3-hit weapon, yes, but it has one main problem that I think really makes it probably difficult for people to use. It is definitely a weapon that's on the skill-ish side, like a weapon that requires a little bit of skill to use. And I got 3 inks that are main chunks. That is insane. I know that's how I get that, but thanks, game. So the stage rotations aren't so bad. Tenatech can do well on basically any stage, except for some others. Maybe I don't think that'll be the case since Tenatech is good with almost every map. And I mean almost, because some maps it might struggle on. It really depends how skilled I am. Join me. Yes, I do read chat. Yeah, I do play Trophy. Yes, you can join. I do check chat. I just didn't see it because I'm intro. Spread on my intro. Chill out. Anyways, yeah. Hey, Mega Dash TV. Welcome to Splatoon 3. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if this, as I said, this weapon does do good on almost every map. By the way, you can join, but it'll be after this match. I'll make a room later, like after this match. And I mean later, I mean after this match. Also, I'm not that good at tripling strike, so I don't need to tend to be good with the special. I can be good at one thing, but be bad at another thing. I'm actually decent with Tenatech. Yeah, I do a warm-up match. That's the problem. I do a couple warm-ups to get myself in. And yes, I do have the badge for the Tenatech. I did 4-star not that long ago. Now, I'm using this weapon with pretty low sensitivity. Not low, it's around like 3.3, which I think works, especially with Splatter Shot. Now, the Tenatech and the normal Splatter Shot are identical because they actually they do the exact same amount of damage. Oh god. But the only difference is the branding. Other than that, the weapon's exactly the same. The only main difference is the burning weapon, and also its design. There is no way to take out Blabber that way. Like, even still, my teammates aren't that great. The thing is, even having one sniper makes this a pain. Especially on my own team, because it makes it harder, and I have not. Oh, no! Got him. Okay, good. Someone else. That's my first splat. I sometimes get too well, but I know I could just ride it as good as I can. Not the Blobber, the pain. Oh, he was right there. I gotta get him. But again, I'm literally just spawn camped by these people right now. See, every time I stream, this crap happens. Don't blame me for it. My teammates are absolutely awesome. Or just me, but I'm literally just being spawn camped. This is the main reason why Splatoon 3 spawn points suck. Because here's the thing, with Splatoon 2 spawn points, you can't exactly be like spawn camped like right out of the thing. You actually have a bit of invincibility frames. You have a little bit of invincibility frames after. No, oh my god. See, whenever I don't play this game a while, this crap happens. But once I do Splatoon 2, which is going to be in fact tomorrow, yes, I do different games. I will be alternating between the two games, but the thing is, this is just a really bad map rotation, but also very bad R&D with, because this game's actually becoming a problem to try to keep playing over and over, especially on stream. Like this is, you have not played this game in so long, and yet this crap's happening. So I have to literally play the best I can. Oh my god. Basically. My voice is as loud as it can be. You should be able to hear me. Can you hear me or anything? Is the game too loud? I don't know. Let's pretend that match just, you know, never had me, because that was just craziness. Hey Spike, oh, you know, there you going. You can't join right now, bro. I'm not allowing you to join right now. I'm not allowing you to join into like a straight up drop in. I don't do drop ins. That match was just bad. Usually I do a couple warm ups. Like that was just a really bad warm up match. But however, if I lose during the warm up, that could mean that things could go really bad. Voice should be able to be heard. Like, I swear I'm talking as loud as I can. My voice is as loud as it can be. That match was just a little bit on the unfair side, I will say that. By the way, if you don't have me added on the Switch, that's a different yeah, I do a warm-up match, but that was a really bad one. That match was just a really bad. That happens. It happens. Like, I'll let that one go, since again, this has happened before. There will be the occasional match like this. It's gonna be very hard to win some of them. Yeah, that was just a really bad one. However, I at least did better than that Bamboozler did. Or actually, yeah, I did better than... Look, the Error Spray did worse. Well, I could say at least better than that Error Spray and what is it called? The Bamboozler? Yeah, I did totally. Yeah, I did get wiped pretty bad. That was a bad one. But again, that was just the first warm-up match. I'll do another warm. I'll try to do one more and see if the same thing happens again, then that's a problem. It's probably just Splatoon 3, or maybe just because I'm using a smaller screen. Like when I played on my TV, like it wasn't so bad because I was doing really good. But now this should be going fine. Like I don't know what's going on. Now, I don't have any high hopes for this match either. But we'll have to see. I'm gonna have to concentrate with this one. I probably have to. Someone's using a jet squelcher. But again, don't underestimate jet squelchers for one main reason or another. It's basically like it's a long-range weapon, but it's slow. So it could potentially be splatted, but you gotta be really careful because you can still get splattered yourself. But one thing I forgot to mention, the splatter shot is actually a slaying type weapon, so that's why its damage is so high. But also it can be countered like with other weapons, but oh my god, oh my god, can I have one stream where the dogs aren't barking for once? My god. Legit, it's annoying constantly, and this map is kind of fun sometimes, but going up against players like this game is rigged in a lot of other teams' favor. Oh no, dude! Oh my gosh, my capture card almost. Do not do this to me, game. Please, game, stop! This is why I play Splatoon 2 more often than this game. Well, I'm glad I won't be playing this game as often as I used to, because this is what happens. When I play this game, I tend to struggle. It's not my fault, though. There are times where I could be rusty, but I have no idea what's going on. Like, I swear, I usually do better than this. I'm not upping my sensitivity at all. It's gonna give me an aneurysm. See, the difference between Splatoon 2 and 3 for me is that Splatoon 2, it's a good game. Like, sure, I get frustrated every once in a while, but Splatoon 2. But this game is flat out frustrating. It's very frustrating to try even win in the first place. And the one thing that this game really needs to be worked on is its matchmaking. This is twice in a row I might get destroyed. Because, oh my, please stop, capture card. Stop! Holy crap. I'm gonna need a new one soon. Like, holy crap. Like, it wanted to freeze. Oh my god, finally, could I actually clutch the win for once? Please, game. I swear, if I actually get a win, that ain't gonna happen. No, we're at the end too. I hate this game so much already. And no, I mean that lightly. This game isn't that bad. But it's very, very frustrating to even play. Even if I win this match and manage to win, even if I played terrible, and I probably won't. Nope, I don't think I won. Nope, yeah, see, this happened again. And yeah, this game's fucking rigged. Sorry, but this game's rigged. I did even worse. I can say this game's awful with its controls. Not the controls, but it's the straight up matchmaking that's ass. Now sure, match with people with your level, but that doesn't mean that I have to deal with people like level 200 people is what I'm dealing with right there. And I don't know what's going on. They did the exact same thing again, wiping me out almost every freaking time. Oh my gosh, can my capture card stop skipping? Holy crap. Like, it's just straight up annoying. That's the worst thing that could happen. During a stream, my capture card can start skipping stuff. It's probably OBS being off. It probably is OBS. Oh, frick, am I using, hold on, am I using the right thing? I better be, holy crap. Hold on, settings. Hopefully I'm using the right thing. Okay, I'm kind of scared. I'm actually kind of scared I'm not using the right, oh, come on. Please tell me. Please tell me I'm using the right one, please. Oh, I'm using the hardware. Oh, thank God. I was scared for a second. I was literally about to, like, wow. I was kind of scared. I thought I was using, like, something else. Oh my gosh, that was kind of off. Oh wow, another subscriber. Thanks for subscribing to me. I appreciate it. Yeah, they wiped me out like 2 times. It's not the weapon I'm using. Maybe it's just because, like, as I said, splatter shot may work on some other stages, but it really depends how good you are with it. I used to be decent with it. Like, I don't know why I'm playing so badly. I think because since I'm used to the 120 frames per second movement, not the 60, which explains why it's a little bit slower. This also does feel a bit slow. Like, it definitely feels sluggish. Like, I'm literally using 60 frames, and this looks like 30 frames. Like, this is extremely slow. I don't know why. This is going super slow. Like, it is not going to, and this is not going to end well. Holy crap. I have it on 60 frames per second, and it's still not, and it looks like it's running at 30. Like, this should be running at literally 60 frames per second. And now it looks like it's just whoa. Oh, wow, first splat already? Perfect. And yet, I did not see that guy coming because that person. Yeah, I got my first class. I did somewhat better. But dang, this map, it's not great. Blockers are like the hardest to take out. And I do know that's a counter, and I can't even counter any other weapons besides the ones that are like low range, but I still struggle for some reason. Probably because like the frame rate when I'm streaming is like very much off. I'm used to the 120. I'm very much used to the 120. Oh, come on. Okay, good. I think the one thing that needs to be like upgraded for Splatoon 3 is definitely like maybe like loosening up the controls a little bit, because literally the thing is, since I've not played this game in a little bit, things feel a bit like stiff, and now everything's all stiff. Where since I'm playing with the 3-3 sensitivity, this definitely feels a bit stiffer. I think is I might have to start with a 4-hit. I might go to a 4-hit weapon for a sec, just to get back in the groove of controls. But once I really get used to it again. Okay, good. Okay, there's my straight. Wow. This was not the first skin to introduce Ultra Stamp, by the way. And I wish it actually never returned, because it was a pain. Oh, nice! Nice! There we go. Now I'm getting the hang of things again. Gotta concentrate. I do. Okay, boom, 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 boom. If this strat... Oh my gosh. Man, I don't know what's going on, but... Get out here. Thought I could have gone. Oh. Okay, yeah, he's gone. Okay, good. Okay, now it... Okay, yes! Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my gosh! I'm slaying! Oh my gosh, there we go! Takes a little bit of time to get used to the controls, so once I finally got used to things. Please. Yes! finally, there we go. That's better. Just need to get some good teammates. But also knowing how to slay with the weapon. I think I did it slightly better this one. Oh, nice. There's my first high splat on my first double-digit splat on stream. That was a perfect, clean match. That was a really clean match. Some of those shots are probably assists. So I'm pretty sure I got some splats, but if I got 11, then chances are I would have gotten. Yeah, so the only reason why I got those 11 was because of the assists. So in reality, me getting 11, that means I got maybe a couple more like 3 or 4 assists. So technically 7 splats, but 11 splats is still really good. That is like the best I've done. That's pretty sure the best match I had today. So that's what I like about this game, is that you can at least show how good you did in each match. But that's the one thing I don't like, is that it shows the winning team. That's kind of a thing that I didn't like in this game. In Splatoon 2, it just, yeah, you lose, and then it just shows that you lost. Like, that's fine. Like, I liked that, but why change it in this game? Like, that's when it becomes a problem. But I did do better that match. So anyone who wants to join, just use the pool code. And I'm going to just start. Oh my gosh, how slow is this game? My gosh, is this even running properly? Is this even running at like a full 60 frames? It should be running at its full 60. Oh my gosh. Wow. Holy crap. Yeah, they did get me totally wiped out that one, but it was fine. I'm gonna check some for a sec. Yeah, that was a good match though. Yeah, stream's dead for some reason. Like my chat's been dead for like the last few streams. It kind of makes no sense. Again, thanks for likes, by the way. I appreciate that. Holy crap. If it reaches 41 degrees, and oh my gosh. My god. I know, oh my god. Please tell me this is barely the end of it. Holy crap. Yeah, Zayden Faber. Zayn? That's you. Zayn Fabenbot? Yeah. How can you join? Pool code. Pool code. If you want to join, you can. Say Zayden Faber. So how can you join? If you want to join, use the pool code. Pool code Splat. The pool code is Splat Crew. It's in one of my posts. Okay, alright. Fine. Yeah, so if anyone wants to join, just... If you want to, yeah, that's okay. If you want, it's okay if you want to watch, that's fine. It's fine. Anyway, no one since no one wants to join, I'll just get back to normal matches, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. You know how to do it. So if you don't know how to do it, there is some. If you see where something where it says pool, it says me. For me, it says leave this pool. But with a pool, you could just press plus on your controller, and then type in the pool code, type in the pool name, and then you can go in and just see. You'll see the room pop up. Anyways, with that. But if no one else is going to join, I'm just go back to playing the game at home. This feels so sluggish, though. Literally, playing in 60 frames feels a bit sluggish compared to 120 that I'm used to. So hopefully, seeing as I've not played well. A while. I also haven't used 10 attack in a while either, but now I'm using it again. Well, I'm fricked. Yep, I'm fricked. I'm definitely fricked. Unless the people are good. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, the camera. Oh my god. This camera is so weird. And yet... Okay, I gotta be careful now. I'm gonna get rid of that. Careful. Move out of the way. And hope I have a bit of a strategy right now. It might work. But it's not guaranteed to work every time. I gotta be careful. There's a crack it. Oh, what? Now you know why this game is not as good as 3. This issue. I swear, if this lands me to getting a 10-minute ban, I'm fricked. That was mean. Oh wow, so it's literally a comm error. Wow. Wow. Not surprising. Splatoon 3 servers aren't that great anyways. And also, thanks to the likes. 3 likes are very nice. Like, holy crap, already, like... How in the frick did Splatoon 3 server just go that direction? Like... Oh wow, Truth Scars, wow, 2 people subscribed, wow. Holy crap. Yeah, literally, that's Splatoon 3 servers for you. That's how bad they can be sometimes. They aren't stable. The thing is, Splatoon 3 servers aren't stable. That's the problem. Splatoon 3 has its obvious problems like servers, but brushing those off, the game itself is pretty good, or decent, at least in my opinion. It's not the best game like Splatoon 2 is, and it's just opinions by the way, I know people have different opinions. Splatoon 2 would be on top for me, and a lot of people would put Splatoon 1 on top. And I know there are people out there that like don't like Splatoon 3. I don't blame them, because this game's issues can get really out of hand. Also, the game servers can be pretty bad if you don't know how to play it, play the game, and if you don't know how to like deal with the commenters. Like a lot of people are just gonna probably like, you know, probably rage and throw the controller. But unlike me, I just accept the comment error and just put my controller down, calm down, just so I don't rage. Now I do, you know, there's something I do. There's something I do though when that happens. And that is like just cross my arms, because I just don't understand why Splatoon 3 has this one issue with the servers that obviously that was never fixed. Like nothing about this game is great, but there are some things good about it. But actually, there's a lot of things. Content, you know, content is good. Like it has DLC and stuff, so it is worth the money. Like pricing is pretty high, because obviously I would have expected that, because again, like pricing, like it's like what, $70 maybe in some places. Right here it's like 90 or something. Oh my gosh, the splats are like getting out of hand for me now. That's just nuts. Wait, back to talk about the servers of the game. As I said about the servers, they do have the tendency to cause you to calm error, but again, as I said about crossing my arms, I do that if the servers like continue, like if it continues like that, where I get constant calm errors, and then the game just doesn't want me to play. Like there's some times where it has actually done that, where it does it twice until I get to get until I actually get into a match. So there will be times where, due to the game's servers, you might not be able to get into a match. Yes, I'm fumbling over my words. I don't know why. But if you know how to manage the servers, if you know how to manage dealing with commenters, keep in mind, you just got, if you're someone who constantly deals with them, like constantly dealing with them, then sure. But I don't usually get commenters very often. The only times I get them is like maybe every once in a blue moon. Like every blue moon that happens. Maybe once in a blue moon it would happen, but it still happens regardless. One thing that does constantly happen though is people disconnecting at the beginning of the match. It can happen, and it's something that you're gonna have to deal with in Splatoon 3, unfortunately. But if you know how to like deal with that, like making sure your internet's fine. But most of the time, if you have fine internet, then it's just the game servers itself. Mostly me, it's the game servers itself. And I will admit, the game servers aren't great. They do have drawbacks with the fact that in the first part of the game, they were like pretty unstable. In this game, they are a bit better. Now that the servers have been like fixed a few times, but still, the servers can still be wonky. This tends to happen during an update, where like when there's like a Splatfest coming, the game servers tend to like be a little bit spotty, and you get comm errors a lot. That's something I brush aside because again, it's just before Splatfest, and it makes sense for the servers to do that. But during Splatfest is where it would really, really suck. If you get a comm error, during one of your play sessions, especially if it's during like a Splatfest or a ranked battle, getting a comm error would be very devastating because it could possibly ruin your game. Keep in mind, that's happened to me a few times where I have played this game, and especially during Turf War, the comm errors are less because the game servers aren't overwhelmed. But with the amount of people in this game, it is a lot. And I mean, with there being a lot of people in this game, the servers could struggle to keep up because a lot of people are using different Wi-Fi, but also it could be also the fact that the servers that Splatoon 3 are using are doing from what 2 used. 2 had very little issues. Now sure, you would have like the occasional match where it didn't want to start, but that's just because there's less people playing the game than there is when people are less people playing Splatoon 2 than people are playing this game. And this game is pretty popular as it is, but this game is more popular in Japan than it is in other parts of the world. It's just not my day today, honestly. But again, it can be frustrating, but there are some servers sometimes where like you're playing this game and then issues pop up, like they'll drop in, like, you know, they'll drop in the stuff on you, like, you know, the bans. Now, the one thing that absolutely can be bad is getting a 10-minute ban. That is the one thing that Splatoon has done before. Like, literally, if you get a comm error or anything like that, or X out the game, and you don't actually get a match, don't finish the match, the game will force you to take a 10-minute ban, and you would have to accept your fate and just bite the bullet. No! Oh my god. Like, that's what Splatoon 3 has done. Splatoon 2 has done it to me before, but not to a huge extent, but it's done it to me a few times. But this game, I've gotten a 20-minute ban before, and if you know what it's like being like not being able to play for 10 to 20 minutes, it actually sucks. It really sucks. Oh. Whoa, what the? That was quick. Dang. Did you see how quick that ability slot just? Holy crap! Did you see how quick that ability slot just, like... Okay, if I had a replay, I should have added a replay. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Do you see how quick that just spun? It just gave me Inksaber sub in like a matter of 3 seconds. How is that possible though? That was really quick. You know the one thing that this game did get rid of though? The fact you cannot play the other like the Splatfest joint, you can't play Splatfest in private battles. Like legit, you have to like make your custom, like you have to do a custom fest in a Discord server or something like that. But in Splatoon 2, there's like Splatfest, like you could do Splatfest in private battles, which I think was kind of cool. Like that was really, really cool. That's the one thing I loved about 2. Splatoon 3 doesn't have it, but no big deal. Also, one thing that Splatoon 3 I loved about Splatoon 3 was the fact that joining like the meta, like Slosh Machine was so meta in the beginning of the game because it was broken, and after it was like nerfed, it ruined Slosh Machine for me. That's why I moved on to a different weapon. Also, I did main Aerospray for a bit once, but at a high level, but I returned to other weapons, and I used Zap. I used Zap a lot, but I also used like a different type of weapons. I used to use an array of weapons. And now I just use a specific one. Now, my main in 2, that also brings up my main that I use, especially in this game. Now, I tend to main shooters like Tenatech or Zap, but there are other ones. Like I've mained, I have mained Rush. I've mained Roller. I've mained I've mained Roller. I've mained the Blobber. I've mained not everything. But I've also mained like dualies, like Dapples and Splat dualies. The most weapon I mained though out of all of them for a very long time was NZ89. That was my most used weapon. And the hard part is, I really didn't like it at that time. I didn't really like the NZAP at one point because I just didn't feel right using it because it had its very low damage and high fire rate. It was only a support weapon that I liked, which is what I thought about it before. But I might be able to get around him. He's in a bad spot, bro. He's in a bad spot. Like, I could have gotten bro with the weapon, but nah. I can't. Not at this point. Oh my god, the stringers are nuts. Bro, there's way too much cancel. Get out of there! Why in the frick is this even a thing? Nintendo needs to like up the special points for Tentamentals on like every weapon. They did that with Reflux. If they would have gave Splat Dualies Tentamentals, I would have gone back to them. But the one thing this game is definitely missing is the Kenza weapon. That is the one thing that I think is kind of sad, because believe it or not, I have a main in Splatoon 2 that you'll see. Can you stop going after me with your little Ultra Stamp, please? Like, chill out. Like, Ultra Stamp definitely needs a nerf for sure. Like, it's either because that's one thing I think that was probably necessary. I think it's the only one thing that if Nintendo does do another update for this game, they would have to like nerf Ultra Stamp because it's too powerful right now. Splatoon 2, it was fine. Like sure, it's a bit frustrating with Splatoon 2, but it's not as bad. It's worse in this game. Like, they need to make it like 2's. like, put Ultra Stamp, like, nerf it again. Because its buff was unnecessary. I don't care what other people say about Ultra Stamp. Ultra Stamp isn't really the best one to be using, especially if I know a lot of people like Ultra Stamp, but I hate it. I don't get why people like the Ultra Stamp so much. It's not worth spamming on like other weapons, on like other special weapons in this game. Also, I'm not even using shot. Like, I'm doing terrible with shot. Like, every couple of matches I do terrible. Like, I need to find a weapon that I could do much better with. Besides, I don't know of any other weapons I'm good with. Besides, maybe a few. Brush, I have no idea, because I think I'll do more worse, because I only get one splat, so... I'm just doing pretty bad with this weapon today. It could just be my low reaction time today. I don't know, maybe it's that. But I don't think it's that. I think it has to do with what I'm actually playing this game on, since it's although it is on my Switch too, it's also on my, I'm using my capture card, so it's only running at 60 frames at 120 frames per second, which is very low compared to the 120. 120 is high, while 60 frames is a bit lower. It's typical, but 120 is what I like. I can't make that happen on stream because I don't have anything that'll make it go up to that point. Like, that's the one thing that kind of sucks about it. There's another weapon I thought, Hero Shot. No. I didn't really like Hero Shot that much. Like, I need to find some weapons that I can at least do decently with. I might either have to up the sensitivity again, but when I use low sensitivity, I tend to play better. But I'm gonna have to up the sensitivity again. I'll bring it up. I'm gonna bring it back up. I'll bring it back up. I want to see if this works. Now, hopefully the high sensitivity works in my favor, because I want to make it's going to be a little bit loose first. I gotta get used to the loose camera again, which I'm fine with. There we go. Okay, accuracy is a bit more off, but I'll take it. I usually have it 3-3, but for a weapon like this, it's a shooter, so I would have to have a little bit more sensitivity. I always like go full on with my sensitivity, allow me to spin around quickly. But again, higher sensitivity can make things worse. But who knows, I might have an easier time, because I can aim a bit better. Possibly, yeah, okay, yeah, it's a little bit easier to aim now. It doesn't feel as stiff, but it still feels stiff since I'm using a different controller. Yes, and yes, I'm using the Switch 2 Pro. That's really uncomfortable. It's kind of an uncomfortable controller for my large hand. But it'll have to do. Man, I hate the killer whale so much in this game. Like, they either need to make killer whale a little bit like nerf it a little bit in terms of it going through walls and it going super far, because that goes super far. Like it's literally like a combination of Stingray. It's basically the Stingray because it's super broken. Like, killer whale's killer whale's like extremely broken. Sometimes you can play a bit more aggressively, especially if I have a little bit more sensitivity. But again, it's hard. I'll have to concentrate at this point then. The 60 frames per second isn't really helping. They need to stop spamming that point sensor. Like, that's a pretty bad kit for a splatter shot Nova. Nova will never become meta because it's the worst splatter shot in the game. It's extremely bad. Like they did make shots a little bit easier. They did buff it a little bit when the shots come out, so it's a bit easier. But dang, there's a lot going on. If people throwing point sensors, it's gonna get annoying. Like, That's the one thing. I don't like the spamming of like bombs and specials. Like the one thing that is annoying is the spamming of some sub specials. I gotta get around. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. That needs a serious nerf. If I somehow win with this high sensitivity, there's no way. It's because of the higher sensitivity. I usually play the game with higher sensitivity anyway. I need to get a splat. Like, I definitely want to take. Got a bit of an assist, but no. Ugh. I need to switch my weapons again. Like, I'm either switch weapons or deal with this. Yeah, I'm actually playing terrible with this weapon. Like, this is a really bad choice for me to even use. Oh my god, why am I using this when there's other weapons I could play better with? Oh crap, never mind. Maybe I'm underestimating this weapon. I just underestimated this weapon. Why did I underestimate it? It's not that bad if I think about it. I don't know how I managed to get 2 splats, but that was just insane. I just managed to pull that off. Don't know how. And I won. Yeah, I guess I won that. Probably because of the higher sensitivity. See, the higher sensitivity does work. That's why I use higher sensitivity with shooters. So my accuracy is a bit better. Oh, nice. I actually did better than I expected. Yeah, I did do better than I expected to play. Right now, let me check and see how much time I have left on stream. 52 minutes left. Got 8 minutes left, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how long I want to play for. Now you will see a different layout for the next stream, and yes, I am playing a different game on the next stream. Which actually I got to stream tomorrow. Not only that, I'm doing another Splatoon game. It's a different Splatoon though, the second one. I tend to play better with higher sensitivity. I don't know why. I think because since I'm used to the high sensitivity in the game, like that's probably why. I use lower sensitivity to get to the hang of things, but then as I get better, like the motion controls, higher motion controls, and I'm pretty sure I brought the motion controls a bit higher, both at max, I think. This game isn't really that bad if you really put the controls to your advantage here. Like, if you really want to like try to get better, the one thing I recommend to the people who are just using sticks, that's not how to get good. That is not how to get good with Splatoon 3. I'm sorry, but if you're just using sticks, then they're not exactly a skill issue. But if you have like motion sickness from like the camera. Like from like to get like the camera, sure, makes sense. It's like if that makes sense. Oh, well, that's that path. But if you like have trouble like playing the game in the camera, then just use use lower sensitivities at first to get used to it. But once you get used to it, push the sensitivity up. Oh, I got someone. I just wait for this to disappear and then do it for them. Oh god. That's a blaster. Yeah, I knew exactly what that was. Hey Rod, welcome to Splatoon 3, how are ya? Having a good Tuesday. This game is definitely not changed. That's good. I'm just playing Splatoon 3 right now. Splatoon 3 right now during probably the worst time, heat wave, but yeah, it's quite warm in my area right now, I will say that. It's like 34 right now. No, I'm not joking. It's like 34 degrees right now, and I'm absolutely like trying not to sweat, but as long as I'm at least dressed for the weather, which I'm actually not going anywhere, thank God. Haven't seen you on the stream or in chat in a while. There's a splat here. Oh, look at it. Go. Get it. I get him. Wait, am I getting combat? These photos are done. And there might be something around this corner. Okay, no. I always check the corners to make sure there's anyone around them, but no. Oh, okay, good. Good. I got him. I think I won, maybe. I might have lost last minute, though. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I won. I'm pretty sure I won. What? Okay, that makes no sense. Literally, how? Oh. Okay, there was definitely, I can see more blue in the area, but no, the game just gives it to the other team. But yeah, I guess it makes sense. So I didn't know they had more, but if I look at the base, they had more ink in their base. Ability unlocked. What did I get? What did I get? I was gonna stop because I try to have different matches and see which ones are winnable, which ones aren't. Okay, wrong one. I check the abilities out every time, but no, the gear I'm using right now is perfect. Okay, yeah, just I'll deal with that. Nice. Man. Random people. Just random trolls. And people who are haters. Yeah, this is something common that happens sometimes, but it's been a long time since I had a hater. Like a hater like on my channel. It's been a while. I just get rid of them. I just get rid of the messages quickly. Good thing it's on my good thing I can see it on my phone though. The one thing I do not like though is that there are some haters that are just gonna be like that, but that's one thing I hate about the YouTube. I'm gonna hate about YouTube. There are gonna be some haters out there. So, okay, so I'm gonna say this on Crow. And there's just someone named themselves just with a star. It's kinda cool. Kind of. 2 arrow sprays. Great. Also, I do like the 10 attack in this game. Like, I will admit that the 10 attack is much better in this game than it was in 2. It had a pretty mediocre special. Like, it wasn't that great of special. Oh, that's a paintbrush. That looks like a paintbrush. Okay, okay, I got out of the way. Paintbrush is definitely probably the most annoying to deal with. But if you know how to deal with it, that's fine. I'll deal with that, here. Oh my gosh, okay, that kind of rhymed. And missiles are a bit delayed, I will say that. Try with my assist splat. Yeah, so the splat you can get differ if you get if it's an assist or if it's an actual splat. You can't get assist splats by assisting others in splatting. Okay, there's okay. Okay, go. Oh, come on! I could have got him. I could have got him. I could have got that. I could have got that person with the with my weapon, but no, I didn't. That's fine. No, I could probably get them. A lot of people play this game because it's pretty fun, but some of the times it can be sometimes, and most of the time it could be frustrating. Come on. I'm gonna be really careful now. I gotta really try to stick to the back. Gotta get out of the way. Okay, I know how to dodge wheel bombs. That's the one thing I know. It's not that hard. I gotta really be careful. It actually slows you down. Oh god. How? I dodged a killer whale, but then I get hit by the weapon itself. I'll have to do it better. A lot of haters in here. Oh my god. There are gonna be a lot. Again, but again, if you know how the YouTube algorithm works, it gets the stream out a little bit most of the time. No, failed that. That's fine. Again, I am going to be a bit rusty sometimes, but that's why I use lower sensitivities. I'll accept that. That might be that's going to be the final match of the, not the final match, but yeah, it was a decent one, but again, this is expected to happen since I haven't played the game in a while, but yeah. Also, hope everyone's being safe out there, because heat waves are the worst. It's like almost like it's 34 degrees in my area right now. Almost feeling like 40. It's like 41 right now, and no, I'm not joking. It's much hotter than it should be. But it is summertime. But after all, it is summertime, so that's to be expected. Yeah, just don't go out in this weather, because it's not gonna be worth it. You don't want to be outside. If you're gonna go outside, just be careful, because it could be like dangerous right now. Best idea is either wait for it to get cool enough, or just wait for a better day when the heat isn't so bad. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, that is so weird. Why does my Octo-Avery's head look like that? Oh my god. I can't see it on my own screen. I can see it on the screen right now, but that's kind of creepy, but also kind of insane. So I also hope it was doing okay. Oh my god. Someone's saying this house toast. Kind of funny. I guess I can see chat. That's the best thing. Oh my gosh, more arrow sprays, and this time a different splatter shot. Yeah, the new splatter shot kit. That other one, the one that looks really good with the design, actually has a burst bomb, but also it has probably the most like mediocre special in the game. It's not great. Tracking Royale isn't great at all. It's not. It's a bit of an annoyance for sure, but also not great. It's also not a great special. That should have been a splash. There's too many of this. Now this is why Nintendo should be making maybe Nintendo can make some adjustments in the next Splatoon game. Maybe like Like the next Split, like if we get like a Splatoon 4, which won't be for a while since Nintendo just announced Splatoon Raiders. We don't know its release date though, but I know for sure it's going to be a spin-off, just single player. That's all that's good about it. Just a single player game, and you're just with Deep Cut. That's it. It's just sort of single player oriented. It's quest, so it's kind of similar to other games that have that single player aspect. Mario kind of had that same thing. Like Mario kind of had that quest thing. Kind of. Actually, a goal. It's rather a goal. Yeah, let's end after this. I'll end after this. Because I already know how bad it already is. Because the more I play, okay, wait for it, and maybe I could. And then, that was super lucky. I could have got him. Light Tetras are not a great weapon. Tetra dualies aren't great. They're not going to exactly be the meta dualies. It's definitely Dapples or Splat ones, but I think it's the Dapples are more meta than anything because of the fact that they have the high damage, but also dodge rolling. Good, there we go. There's a Splat. It took me a while to get one. Sometimes it takes me a while to get a Splat during a match, but it's not fun though trying to get, like, sometimes it's hard to win a match. Oh nice, I got someone! With the triple link strike, that's the first time. I don't mind this last match as a loss because I personally don't care because I'll be 8. I'm gonna be ending. Yep. As expected though. Or I might take a break, either end or take a break, because I don't know what the next stage rotations are. I should probably check them. If they're good, I'll play for another couple of minutes, like another hour or something, but who knows. At least I did somewhat better, kind of. Right. I need to take a break, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, how to get back into the game? And I gotta check the next rotations, see if they're any good. Okay, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. They're not too bad. It's not so bad. The rotations aren't so bad that I can't exactly like not where I can even exactly play. But now I know the rotations are good. It's fine. Although I'm kind of worried about the Switch 2 going through an overheating process since it could happen. Yeah, I'm kind of worried a lot because like. That's the thing I'm worried about, I'm paranoid about, so I don't want to play for too long. Because my Switch 2 could possibly overheat. That's what I'm worried about. But it might not happen. It might not happen in the stream. But it might get it pretty dang hot before it does. There are times where it's pretty hot temperatures. I think the hottest for me is reaches around like 10 degrees or something like that. I might end up hearing the dock fans going, I don't know. If I do get one of those overheat screens, then I would just shut off the console and use the thing. Oh nice, someone got rid of that person's thing. Appreciate that, because then I can, you know, the person I was gonna hit with a booyah bomb. Thanks for that. And thanks for getting rid of that person with a booyah bombs. I don't want to deal with that. Oh my god, the killer whale is nuts. Like, believe it or not, I find it the most annoying end that Ultra Channel comes out of nowhere. That's kind of annoying. I do one warm-up, and then either I play the next rotation, or I just turn off the Switch after the stream, because legit, I don't know how long I'll stream for, but again, after that break, like I took a small break before getting back in, but I'll probably do one more, and this is the last one actually, believe it or not. I just need to take a small break before the last match of the stream, because I will not be streaming for very long after this, because again, I might not have a long, the stream might not be very long. Like, it's been long enough, it's already been an hour and 12. My longest stream is like in the 2-hour mark. That's a blobber, if you can come in. Oh, I got him. I didn't know it was that good. So I guess I could do decently well. Just gotta move the camera around a little bit and make it more easier for me to move around. This does want to do a little bit of overtone, right? That's okay. Holy crap, that is no. This is a very, very hard match to win for me, and I'm still struggling. Even still, I'm trying my best here. And again, I don't like the fact that this map is obviously full of stringers and other things. Now, stringers are basically snipers, but and they're a different form of snipers. Okay, now my teammates are gonna have to run. My teammates could be useless most of the time. That's because most of the time they are. Most of the time my teammates are just useless, and that's because they are. I'm not the best at this game, but again, I only play this game casually. Come on, game, just load. Oh, we reached a pretty high subscriber count right now. Also, we just reached 150 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I just reached another goal on my channel. 150 subscribers. I appreciate that, you all. Thanks for the subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. So now now I gotta figure out what I'll do for my 150 subscribers, because that's just amazing. Also the likes, I appreciate the likes too. Over 4. That's amazing. It's amazing how good things are going for me right now. Now, let me see. I might bring my sensitivity down again. But again, I really don't think it'd be necessary to have it that high. Or that low, rather. I thought I was going to change it, but nah. I'll keep it where it is. I usually play with 5.5 sensitivity anyway, so a bit of a challenge, so I can actually aim a bit better. There's a reason why I have it at high, the maximum sensitivity. To give myself a bit of a challenge with aiming, but I still aim pretty decently. Yeah, I'll probably play for a little bit. Either that's the last match, or I'll probably either end after. I'll probably end after the. I'll probably end at the next rotation. That's probably when, or after. But I'll probably. But I'm pretty sure I'll end after, or actually after the next one once the map switch. Which means the stream could be over 2 hours long. Which is what I'll probably end up doing. Each stream, that's what's going to be happening. Each stream will have that, maybe. Maybe you'll have that, I'm not sure. It might not. Might not, it might, but that depends. It depends what I feel like doing at that time. Like if I'm frustrated or I'm just getting tired, I don't know. But I don't think that's going to be happening. Oh my gosh, the use of the reslider is crazy. Like, there's way too many of those. Like, there's reslider, 2 resliders entirely, and I don't know why I keep getting it. I might just be struggling today, or it's because I'm not on my A game when I'm playing this. Sometimes I'm not on my A game playing this game. Like, usually I play a little bit better than this. I'm just holding back right now. It's usually what I do anyways, I hold back. But if I really concentrate, which is what I do right now. Oh wait, come on. Move. Make your move. You mess. Then he's gonna, then I can get him from the top. Yeah, or someone gets him there, I think. Then I gotta be... Oh, maybe I should have waited for him, then maybe be done with that charging and wait for the weapon to shoot. And then just go for it. Yeah, I need to be more careful. I'm just really... The reason I'm just really sloppy in playing sometimes. Like, I tend to play a little bit sloppy. But that's the fun of it. It can sometimes be fun to play a bit sloppy or just hoping for the best. That's what I usually do. Pray or pray. That's all that sometimes happens. Oh, okay, I could have gotten a hit if I just continued. If I could have got him, I could have got him. It's actually still doable to win as long as I play a bit better than this. I'm playing pretty terrible, but I did get a couple of splats. Wow! They need to get rid of that. The next special, like that special, didn't. I don't know why we all have a splashdown in Splatoon 2. This one is much harder to avoid in this game for a lot of reasons. The radius is much larger and it's worse than it is in Splatoon 2. It's easier. Can people stop using the reslider? Like, I hate the reslider spam as it is, but the abusing of the reslider is annoying. But still, I ain't giving up. This tends to happen near the end, even if I play. I'm just trying my best here. You don't really need 2 good people. You don't need 2 good people on the team. You only need to have 2 good people on the team and a couple. And if you have 2 bad people, doesn't mean you're fricked, but you just gotta play much better. And I'm just playing really sloppily today. I did the worst out of everyone on my team. Like, legit, I was really, really bad. This weapon's frustrating to use as it is. And it's still Kansas shot in 3, but I'm gonna have to try to figure out if there are other weapons I could use in this game besides Tanatech. But again, I'm not I'm not just gonna let Tenatech just, like, I'm not gonna be like that, playing terrible. But I think because since I've not played this in a little bit, I'm gonna bring down my sensitivity again. I want to see what happens. Like, I tend to bring my sensitivity down anyways, because I think with mid-range weapons like this, it makes sense. I prefer accuracy, which is what I usually use, especially when using weapons like this. Mid-range, I tested out the sensitivity. It's not great. If I'm using lower, it's fine. Lower sensitivity is fine. All right. What kind of name is that? Someone said. So I just saw a name. Said there's like a name that someone says like a name. Someone named themselves "I eat ice." Why? Isn't ice is kind of you're not supposed to be eating ice. Like, that's one thing you all shouldn't do out there. If you don't eat ice, that's bad for you. It could have stuff inside of it. Even if you eat clear ice, don't even eat ice. Don't even eat snow either. Who knows what's in that snow? Like, legit. That ice could have been anyone. Also, it's a funny name, sure, but people need to be careful what names they use in this game. Because as a matter of fact, you can be banned for using inappropriate names in this game. And no, I'm not joking. People can probably get banned for using inappropriate names that violate the guidelines. I just got someone. That's just accuracy. That was just due to my accuracy. That's just because of my high accuracy with the weapon I'm using right now. Yup, see? See, I can actually do pretty decently if I actually know where they are. And parries aren't that great of a weapon. I will say that they actually kind of suck. I don't care if people use the M parries as long as it's not to be annoying. Spam like just to spam like if it's used to spam like triple splashdown. Why? Okay, I got someone with a splash bomb. That just shows how good the kit of the Tenatech actually is. But this kit could be broken. This kit is actually broken. Like, this kit could be broken in like pretty decently if you know how to use this kit. You could be dominating. And I use the kit to my advantage, but also try my best to use the weapon to my advantage as well. That's why I sometimes play a bit riskier. But sometimes I move off to the side. Okay, if I have a bomb, I would probably use it right now. That's the way. Oh, most of my teammates over there then. Yeah, most of them over there. Yeah, never mind. Maybe I should have been careful. It's fine though, it's fine. Yeah, I usually do decent with this weapon, I will say that. This weapon isn't very hard. It's not very hard to use, it's just it's easy to pick up and easy to main. That's the best part about this weapon. It's easy to pick up, easy to main if you know how to use it properly. And there's my win. See, if I use lower sensitivity, I tend to win. Sometimes. Most of the time it works. I don't think I'll get to level 135 in this stream, but probably will next stream. No, next stream of this game, which will be on Thursday. Believe it or not, I'm doing 2 different Splatoon games. I'm doing this one today and then Splatoon 2 tomorrow. This could mix everyone up, but don't worry about it. It's something that I had planned. Now I'm not an Octoling in Splatoon 2, but that's for a reason. I can't even like auto expansion I can't beat auto expansion for the life of me. Like, it is like difficult. Like, it's way beyond what I'm able to do. T-Man Deluxe. You new? If you're new, welcome to the channel. Also, welcome to the stream. Code. Oh, you want the pool code? You want the pool code? You want the pool code? I'll tell you it after I'm done this match. I'm in the middle of turf war battle right now. I'll tell you. I'll get the code. I'll tell you the code after the match. Okay, got the thing down. Yeah, I guess I can be decent with this weapon most of the time, but other times I tend to play terrible. But hopefully that isn't the case. Look, another Santec player. I'm gonna have to play a bit more. Well. Yeah, I'm trapped there. There's no way. If you want the code, I'll do this. Like, I'll tell you it after. I'll make a room after anyway. But again, depends how much time is left on stream. They got areas for I should have threw a bomb. If you want the code, I'll give it after this match is over. Once this match is over, I'll give it to you. But I won't be playing for very long because there's not much time left. I end in like a couple of like almost 35 minutes. It's ish, so it could be longer than that, could be less. Oh, it's going. Okay, so it's going now. If you really want to see how I do it. Where did that Splatana come from? One thing I don't like about Splatana. Now, at least there's new Splatanas, but that just makes it more frustrating. The Splatanas are a lot more frustrating to Splat than for not tougher, but oh well, that was easy. That was easy. Just Splat a Stinger. That's the first time I've done that. I usually never splat a string with a shooter, but I hate that freaking torpedo in this game. Like the torpedo, I don't know why that exists, but it was Splatoon 2 was the first one to introduce that. The torpedo sub. Yeah. Yeah, so Team Deluxe, yeah, I'll give you the code and after I'm done this match. And yes. Maybe not that hard. So the pool, so you're looking for the pool code, there's like the pool code and stuff. Oh, if you're looking for a way to join pool, it's Splat Crew. So the pool code is Splat Crew. I'll just bring it up for a minute. So I'll bring it up. This is the pool code. Stick control user, okay. Just be aware that, well that's totally different. I'm a person that uses, I'm actually a person that uses, I'm a person that uses motion controls. Motion controls aren't so bad, but they do feel a bit weird. So yeah, I'll make the room now. So capital S, so yeah, anyone else who wants to join my room, you can just, if it gets full, then not much I can really do about it. Yeah, just hopefully you're Jumper, yeah. And you're using a shooter, yeah, just hope you do, okay. Who else just joined? Another person joined in, okay. Anyone else? Who's that smiley face person? Okay, so I don't know who that is. That smelly face person. Who's that? I don't know who that is. I'm just waiting for that. I should have put in a pool code, but that's okay. That's fine. It's fine. Pool code. I mean, like the code for the game. That's fine. All right. So. Yes, I don't know how much time left I have on stream. Yeah, I only have, there's like 25 minutes left on stream, I think. 24-ish minutes, so there won't be much time. Sure, there's someone to... Who's that smiley face person? Can you find start? Okay, good, now we can start. Of course, someone uses the imperys. Okay, just... Hopefully you're decent at the game. Hopefully people are decent and my teammates aren't so bad. I usually practice in the lobby anyway. I know there are people that just use stick controls, but it's probably because they're used to the game mechanics that way. Again, that really doesn't mean that they're necessarily bad at the game. Like, one thing I will say that some stick controller users can be good. Like, a lot of them, like not a whole lot of them. And hopefully hopefully like some teammates are good. That's one thing I will say. Like, some teammates in this game can be really bad, but if like I'm definitely like a person that uses motion because I'm default motion. Yes, I've been using motion since the game came out. So not the first time using motion. It's been a while since when I first used motion. It was okay. Wasn't great. Who else is joining? Who else just joined? Someone disconnected. I don't know what that smiley face person is. Okay. Okay. Who's that smiley face person though? Like, there are some stick users out there, but a lot of people tend to use, like, I don't see a lot of people using sticks that often. Like, most of the Splatoon community probably uses motion, but there might be like parts of the community that use stick, but most of the time, I do use most of the time I do use motion, which I personally think is the better way to play a game. But again, if again you're having trouble with motion controls, then use the stick to get used to the controls, because then that's what I did before. I used to use sticks, but I just used motion. Motion's much easier to use, actually. At least for me it is. A lot of people tend to struggle when using motion. But at least I can use motion. Where I don't know why, but I prefer moving the camera a little bit. There's a spot I'm looking for, okay? See, I can play it really decently with motion. I also use the stick a little bit to correct myself. That's what I use it for most times. But it doesn't mean sticks are the main option of the game. Like, just moving the stick to the camera, like, that makes it harder, because then that means that you have to use two control sticks at once, which I might find it clunky, which explains why I use only the motion to aim, which explains why I aim a bit easier, because that's how you get average accuracy. So if you really want to get accurate, I should say everyone who at least is using sticks, if you're going to use sticks, like, try to at least use the sticks to, like, help with your camera a little bit. Like if the sticks are like, if like you're having trouble like using the camera, sure use sticks. But if you want to use sticks, just make sure to try to you're just gonna have to try to keep the camera try to keep the camera steady, because of the one thing that's hard about the camera is that most of the time you can't really spin fast. But with sticks, I rarely use those. But if people use sticks and they're decent at the game, like really good at the game, then props to them, because I got good when using motion. Don't know how, but I always just use lower sensitivity. I do use like sensitivity. Like I do use high sensitivity sometimes. Most of the time it's hard though. But using stick is probably the most clunky or hard. Sometimes people can find clunky. For me, I used to use the stick. Just the one stick weapon. If I were to use sticks, it's gonna be a hard time trying to actually win. But most of the time, it's just using the sticks on their own makes the game a bit harder. Yep. For me, most of the time. I just say anything about sticks because it's like the sticks are great most of the time. Oh. Yep. Anyway, let me see. Now, I usually should try. I'll try to alter my camera, but I usually keep the camera like this. Like I always keep with motion, because there's one stick player, which is fine. As long as the stick player is decent, that's all that matters. One thing I do find weird about using the sticks, like using 3 sticks, is that I tend to always, like I used to use sticks a while back, and it was very clunky. Or at least I thought it was clunky for me. But when I switched to motion, it was like, okay, this is much easier to play when I do that. And look where I am now. I'm at a pretty high level. Level 135, I just leveled up in the stream, so that's great. So I have 19 minutes until I gotta end, so I am gonna check if I can do better with sticks. If I somehow I am gonna experiment with stick controls again. Like I'll do an I'll experiment with it in my own time. Speaking of, that was my motion controls. I don't know how, but I find I just have really good accuracy when aiming with the camera, especially using the Pro controller. So if anyone uses Pro controllers, then that's actually the best way to play this game. As a matter of fact, if you're using like Joy-Cons, just be aware that you will be doing it with the infamous Joy-Con drift. If you have the Switch too, that's going to be less of a problem, maybe. But still. No. Gotta be careful. Yeah, this is difficult because the camera feels a bit stiffer when I have lower sensitivity. That's why I use medium sensitivity when I'm using medium range weapons. High range, I'm using high range weapons. Lower sensitivity. Mid range weapons like this is a very hard time for me to win, but most of the time if I do try sticks, it'll be my own time. Hopefully, if I do better, I'll be surprised I do better with the stick. Come on, that was not fair. And someone disconnected in our team. That's not fair. That is so not fair. Wow. See, this is what happens. Now it's a 3-on-3. We could get a comment. Possibly. Okay, wait. I got someone. Okay, now it's starting to play a bit better. Playing a little better now. Okay, yes! Okay, there we go. We're getting it. the motion's paying off. You see the motion controls do pay off when I play, because when I start using motion, it started paying off. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, that roller's done. See it. Sweet. And that's gonna be my splat. Now we're talking. Now I'm actually getting some splats. That just shows how good I am at the game. You just got yourself a wipe. Look at that. That was not a bad match. Hi, dude, Combo. Welcome to Splatoon 3 Aria. Here, how do you have the more one, don't you? If you're new to the channel, welcome. Oh, we won just barely. Overall, see, I got #1 overall splatter. See, I don't know how I did so well. Because I got like almost 3 gold. Bam! Don't know how I managed to do that well, but let's take a look at my splats. I do pretty well with my weapon, I will say that. I'm really good. A lot of people tend to try. I will do an experiment. I'll probably do an experiment on at least when playing this game on my own time, maybe to experiment with sticks and see just the sticks on their own to see if that works. I switch FC. It's in my bio if you want to see it. I should probably, if I have it here. Hold on a minute. Let's see. There it is. Need my switch FC. There it is. If you want to play, that's fine. I'll switch FC if anyone wants to join. But this is, I am going to be ending stream soon. The other thing is just try to stay calm when playing the game. The one thing. Oh, I got someone. God. That's a weird start. Boom, boom, boom. And missiles again. And I just dodged 2 specials at once. I have done that before, but that's nuts. Dodging 2 specials at the same time. The thing is, I have done that. I have dodged double special at once. Like if you really okay, throw, and then this is my only way of defending myself, and then find a way to scram around and try to get out of the way. Yeah, I'll be probably done stream by the end of this rotation though. Yeah, there's not much time until the next rotation, so I only get a couple of matches in here, that's all. I'm gonna get through it. Okay, I can power through it, but that was still a bad idea. I guess I'm getting a lot of new people who want to play it. That's actually kind of surprising. This is Splatoon 3, guys. Oh god, I'm actually being targeted. Run. Cracking. Okay, that was really bad. It's 248 right now in my area right now, so I have only or 249 now with other moves. Oh my god, they just spawn camped there. Like seriously. See, this is what happens. Bad teammates equals this. There's either lag going on on the other team. I don't know why. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I also reached 150 subscribers. That's actually kind of insane. That was a really bad match, though, I will admit. Yes, I did bring down my sensitivity. Because I prefer lower sensitivities when playing the game. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the room for a second, just so give me a minute, because I'm not done yet. We gotta wait. I'm gonna wait for a friend code to come through, but I also need to get this. It's not you. It's the other people that are bad teammates. It's not you. It's like other people that are people that are not good teammates. It's the fact that sometimes people tend not to do much. And I was doing my best, and I'm not saying you're a bad teammate, Team Deluxe. I'm just saying that there are people that are bad teammates, and you're not one of them. You're definitely not one of them, because we're doing pretty well. I'm just waiting for a friend code to come in. Because this is Splatoon, by the way. So I only have 9 minutes. There's only 9 minutes. And I think I got one. Yeah, my friend code came in. Right? I appreciate the friend code, that's really nice, so... There's only one thing that's gonna be different, so... No, I'm actually making a room. I don't do private battles, that's the problem. Because I'm not doing a, private battle. No, I only do turf. At least in stream. Oh, yeah, so you join in this one. And I'll wait for the other person to join in too. We have 8 minutes until the next rotation ends. So once this rotation ends, stream will end. If anyone else wants to join, just join. Like, sticks are good, I will say that. If you know how to use sticks, they're good. Yeah, so your sticks, so since you use sticks, so you use sticks, that's fine. I'm a person that uses motion, so it's fine. Like, again, people have different preferences. You're not they're not that, like, again, okay, like, people using sticks isn't bad. Like, I know they're, like, again, as I said, sticks aren't bad to use, but if you're really good with sticks, then be my guest and start slaying. But motion, which is what I use, and what I recommend because it's easier. Also, one thing I will say though about motion, it can be clunky at first. Yeah, I won't be joining the lobby because I can't. So yeah, I would could go to the next rotation, but you know, it's gonna be time for me to even end anyway. So I'm just gonna end pretty dang. I'm gonna end soon anyways. Yeah, so thanks for joining Team N Deluxe. I appreciate it. I don't know why there's so many people. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up stream here. I've had enough, and yes, if you all enjoyed this, make sure to splat the like button, or actually, make sure to throw a splat bomb at the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next stream from me. And with that said, I'll see you all next time. Don't get cooked, stay off the hook.